Welcome to day 4. Day 4, this is the 4th day of the challenge, and I just absolutely love it because today we're talking about crystals. Now, I was into crystals when I was a kid. Didn't know anything about them, didn't know anything other than I thought they were cool. And I loved all the polished stones that you would see at the stores. I actually had a rock tumbler and I would go collect rocks and tumble them, and I had rocks all over the place. So I always kind of had an affinity to stones and rocks. Now, some I would just hold, some I would get tingles and feelings, and so they were kind of like my go-to as a kid. So as I came up into my spirituality and metaphysicalness, I learned about crystals. I started going to metaphysical shops when I was a teenager, and I have collected crystals since then. One of the things people always say when they come to my place, it doesn't matter where I live, even my car, I have crystals in my car. So it's very high vibe, very energetic in my home because I literally have crystals everywhere. And a super cool story, I have a rose quartz stone that's huge. It's like big. And it's probably weighs about 100 pounds. I sold a house and we closed escrow, and I was with the owner and we were looking at things in the backyard, and she had picked up a couple pots that were turned upside down, and she moved the pot and there was this huge rock. I instantly knew what it was. I looked at it, I was like, oh wow. I go, do you want this? She goes, oh no, this rock is, no, it's ugly, I don't want it. I'm like, I'll take it. So it's valued at about $2,500, and it's in my backyard, covered up under my shade, my gondola, whatever you call them. So anyway, I just love crystals. They're everywhere. And so I wanted to make a day about crystals because a lot of people don't understand them. Now, I'm not really going to go into, a huge amount about crystals because I'm not a pro. Like, I have a crystal book and I look things up. And one of the things you can do with crystals, if you're feeling sad or if you have a pattern in your life that keeps coming up over and over again, you can go to a crystal shop and say, hey, I've got depression, I've got sadness, I need more confidence. What are the rocks that I need? And how you would go about doing this is they'll point you in the direction of where the rocks are. And what you would want to do is hold them, touch them, pick one up, hold it in your right hand, take the same one and put it in your left hand. Your left hand is always your receiving side. So if you want to receive the energy or feel what the stone, if it's connecting with you or not, you can always put the stone in your left hand. So remember, left hand is receiving. And that's important because you could be looking at a bowl of, or a little box of amethyst crystals, and some of them call to you because of the way they look, and then you hold them. There's two that call to you by the way they look, and then you hold them, and one feels better than the other. That's your stone. It's the same thing with the pendulum or our cards. They will call to you. Your tools will call to you, and that's the fun part. That's the fun part about it. So how we're going to use crystals, I'm going to show you to actually, what's the word? Oh, I just lost my thought on what it was. We're going to charge the stone. So even though you get a crystal or you own a crystal and it's meant for opening up your heart chakra or it's meant for grounding, if you want extra energy added to it, you can connect with that stone, that crystal, and charge it with the energy that you want, with your intention and with your energy. It's super cool. So let me show you some of the crystals that you should have in your arsenal. And when I say arsenal, these are just the go-tos. If you're just getting into crystals, these are the ones that you should have. So the first one is most important. It's Tide, smoky quartz or selenite. They do different things, but they also do the same thing. So let me explain. This is a selenite stick. Now they have itty bitty selenite sticks too, but these are my favorite. I have these in every single windowsill. I have them on the coffee table. I have one under my seat in the car. I have one on my desk. These beautiful things are not expensive at all, and they're just gorgeous, and the big ones have weight to them, and they just feel good. So one of the things that you can do with this is if you're trying to ground or cut cords, you can use this as a way to cut cords. So I will sometimes at the end of the day kind of like take my selenite and go all around my body, all over, around my head, in my back, to cut all the cords and to clear out the energy space. So that's one of the ways I can use it. And this one sheds little shards, so I just got poked by one. Selenite also looks like this. You can get towers. Okay, so, and this one's a little dusty. I've had it forever. So these are all clearing stones. So an all clearing stone means you don't have to put it in salt. It doesn't have to sit in water. There's nothing that you have to do to it. It's self-clearing. It clears itself. So selenite is one of those stones that you should have in your arsenal, only because you can put it anywhere and it collects energy of the surrounding space, and you don't have to charge it in the moon. You don't have to clean it. There's nothing that you have to do. It's self-cleaning, so to speak. And so when we use selenite, this one is for clearing energy. This will take negativity out of a space. I always have selenite with me when I clear homes, when I'm working with ghosts, that type stuff. It just clears the energy out. All energy that's not high vibe energy, the selenite will clear out. So it's really a good one to have. Okay, so that's that. And then you can have pink amethyst or, no, is it pink amethyst? Clear quartz. No, rose quartz. I'm so pink amethyst. It's rose quartz. So let's talk about quartz next. This is another beautiful stone, quartz. This one also clears energy, is good for energy in your space, positive energy in your space. And this is another stone that is all, it's not all clearing. This one it clears energy almost in the same way as the selenite, but this one is actually, you would have to charge this under the moon or put this in a bowl of salt water, or not salt water, a bowl of salt. So you can clean your crystals and clean the energy from your crystals by putting them in a bowl and pouring salt over them. And you can follow your intuition as to how long they stay in the salt. I usually let them sit in salt overnight, and then what I do is throw all the salt away. I don't reuse that salt. So clear quartz, this is a really good one to have. Next on the agenda is smoky quartz. I have a gazillion of these, and they're littler because I have one in my purse, I have one in the car. Sometimes if I'm going to clear houses, one of these will go in my pocket because these block negative energy. Smoky quartz is grounding, it's for protection, and it's for negative energy. So if you have negative people at your workspace, get 2 or 3 of these and put them on your desk, and it helps with the negative energy around you. If you don't want attachments or negative energy kind of following you home or being in your space, you can put these around as well. Now, when you use crystals, you can do crystal grids and all of that stuff. I don't know that much about crystal grids. If there's someone in our group that wants to take this on, I would totally be stoked to have someone do a class for crystals for everyone. So maybe we can talk. So if anyone does that, let me know. This is a Lumerian stone. It looks a little bit different than the clear quartz. I'm just showing this one to you because I love it. This is actually from the Lumerians. So there's striations and stuff in the stone. Now this one got dropped and there's a big chunk that came out of it. So technically when you own a crystal and it gets broken, that means the crystal's job is done. And what you can do is bury the crystal in your yard because its purpose for you is done. Or you can gift it to someone else. When you gift a stone to someone else, then it's new to them and they start over with their process. So this one's just a beautiful stone. Even though a piece of it broke off, I just love it, and it was expensive, so I haven't gotten rid of it. This one's good for energy, connecting to higher consciousness, connecting to the spirit world. This one's fascinating. So I use this a lot when I'm doing spiritual work. So that's that.